Hello everybody, I Rubal Shandelia welcomes you to my new video. So today I will talk about cricket. So let's get started. So first is thing that comes to your mind is the basics of cricket. So let's talk about it. So the first thing is teams. So in cricket there is this typically like played between two teams, each teams consisting of 11 players, and second is positions. So players are like assigned specific roles including batsmen, bowlers and fielders. So the next thing comes is batting. So first thing what is included in batting is batsman. So a batsman primary objective is to score runs by hitting the ball and running between two sets of wooden stumps at either end of the pitch. Next is stance. So adopting a balanced and a comfortable stance, holding the bat with both hands. Third is running between wickets. So batsmen run between the stumps to score runs. A run is completed when both batsmen successfully reach the opposite ends. Next is scoring. So runs are scored by hitting the ball and running. The boundaries of the field results in 4 runs, and if the ball reaches the boundary on the ground, and the 6 runs is scored when the ball is crossed the boundary in the air, like when the ball crosses the boundary in the air. Dismissals. So a batsman can be dismissed in different ways, including being bowled, caught, LBW, that is like before wicket, run out, stumped or hit wicket. So next aspect of the basic is bowling. So first thing comes in bowling is bowler. A bowler always aims to dismiss batsman by delivering the ball towards the batsman stumps. Second is run up. A bowler must have a run up before delivering the ball. The length of the run up varies on the type of delivery, that is fast or spin. So next is types of deliveries. So bowler can like ball various types of deliveries including fast deliveries, slower balls and spin deliveries, like off spin and leg spin. Next is wickets. The bowler aims to hit the stumps or induce a mistake from the batsman to get them out. Next is field placements. The captain sets the fielding position strategically to support the bowler and dismiss the batsman. So the third thing that is called the base that comes in the basics of cricket is fielding. So first is fielder. The fielder aims to prevent runs by stopping the ball and attempting to dismiss batsmen. Next is catching. A fielder can dismiss a batsman by catching the ball before it touches the ground. And next is throwing. Accurate and throwing is quick throwing is crucial for runouts and preventing runs. So fourth aspect of the like basics is rules and games play. So first is overs. The game is divided into overs with each over consisting of 6 deliveries. The teams take turns batting and bowling. Second is innings. Each team has a turn to bat and bowl, and an inning is completed when all batsmen are dismissed or when the predetermined number of over is bowled. So the next is format. Cricket has different formats including test matches, ODIs, that is one day international, and 2020s matches, each with its specific rules and durations. Next, umpires. Umpires officiate the game and they ensure the fair play and also enforcing the rules. Next is scoring. The team with most of the runs at the end of the match wins. So must remember cricket has rich set of rules and new sense. So it's beneficial to watch matches, practice regularly and seek guidance from experienced players or coaches to improve your skills and understanding of the game. So the next question comes is cricket is played by which countries? My friend, cricket is played by numerous countries around the world and it has a particularly strong following in several regions. The International Cricket Council, that is ICC, is the global governing body for cricket and it recognizes a diverse range of member nations. As of now, the last knowledge update in January 2022, here are some of the countries where cricket is popular and has a well established presence. Naming out the countries: India, Pakistan, Australia, England, South Africa, West Indies, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, New Zealand, Afghanistan, Ireland, Zimbabwe. So these countries participate in various international cricket tournaments, including Test matches, ODIs, 2020 matches. Cricket is also played at the associate level by many other countries, and the sport continues to grow in popularity globally. It is also important to note that the landscape of international cricket can evolve and new developments may have occurred since the last update in January 2022. Additionally, the cricket is played at different levels, ranging from elite international competitions to domestic leagues and grassroots cricket in local communities. So, the next question is, who controls the world cricket and how? So, the answer is, world cricket is governed by the ICC, that is International Cricket Council, which is the global governing body for the sports. The ICC is responsible for overseeing and regulating international cricket, establishing the rules of the game, organizing major tournaments, and promoting the sports worldwide. So, here is an overview of how the ICC functions and its structure. So, the next topic is ICC, International Cricket Council. So, first thing in it includes the membership. So, like I'm talking about the first aspect of ICC, membership. The ICC is composed of full members nations and associate member nations. Full members have test status, which means they can play test matches, the longest and the oldest form of the game. Associate members, on the other hand, have limited over status. Second is ICC board. The ICC board is the supreme decision making body. It comprises representatives from full member nation including the president and the chairman. The chairman is typically an independent representative who is not affiliated with any cricket board. Third is next is full members. Full members of the ICC include major cricket playing nations like India, Australia, England, South Africa, Pakistan, West Indies, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, New Zealand, Afghanistan. Next, associate members. Associate members include nations that are developing cricket but may not have the same level of infrastructure and the cricket history as full members. Associate members can include countries like Ireland, Nepal, Netherlands, and others. So the next is functions of the ICC. So first function is regulating the game. The ICC establishes and updates the rules and regulations of the international cricket, ensuring consistency in the way the game is played. Next is organizing tournaments. ICC organizes major international tournaments including ICC Cricket World Cup 50 over format, ICC 2020 World Cup 2020 format, and the ICC World Test Championship. Next is global development. The ICC is involved in global cricket development, promoting the growth of the sports in regions where it is emerging. This includes support for the associate member nations. Next is next anti-corruption and integrity. The ICC is committed to maintain the integrity of the sports and has measures in place to prevent corruption and unethical practices. Next, match officials. So the ICC appoints the match officials who are like umpires and referees for international matches to ensure fair play and adherence to the rules. After this rankings, the ICC maintains players ranking and the team rankings across different format of the game. Next is women's cricket. The ICC has been actively promoting and developing women's cricket, organizing tournaments and events to boost the profile of the women's game. So next topic is decision making. So first point is decisions within ICC are generally made by the ICC board where each full member has a vote. The chairman elected by the board plays a crucial role in the leading discussions and decision making. Next, second point, the ICC holds regular meeting to address matters related to the sports, including rule changes, tournament schedules, and strategic planning. So next question is what is Test cricket match and how this is played. So the answer is like Test match cricket is the longest and the oldest form of the sports. Also known for its traditional and strategic nature, Test matches are played over a maximum of 5 days and they are considered the pinnacle of international cricket. Here is an overview of Test match cricket and how it is played. The, so the next topic is very interesting. This is characteristics of Test match cricket. So first thing is duration of Test match cricket. So Test matches are played over a maximum of 5 days, with each day consisting of three playing sessions: morning, afternoon, and evening. Overs. Each team is allowed a certain number of overs to bowl in each innings. The exact number of overs can vary, but it is typically around 90 overs per day. After overs, innings. A test match consists of two innings for each team. The team batting first tries to score as many runs as possible in its first innings, and the opposing team then respond with its own first innings. This process is repeated for the second innings. Result Next, result possibilities. Test matches can end in one of the four results: a win for either team, a draw, or a tie. A win is achieved when one team scores more runs than the others, or bowls out the opposing team twice. A draw occurs when the allocated playing time is insufficient for a result. A tie occurs if both teams score the same number of runs in their respective innings. So next topic is how test matches are played. First is toss. A coin toss takes place before the match and the winning captain decides whether he wants to bowl or bat first. Batting and bowling. The team that wins the toss chooses whether to bat or bowl first. The team batting first attempts to score as many runs as possible in its first innings, while the bowling team aims to take wickets to limit the batting side score. Second point, change of innings. Once the first inning is completed, the team switches role with the team that bowled first now start batting, vice versa. Follow on. Next point. If the team batting second following on scores significantly fewer runs than the team batting first, the captain of the team that batted first may enforce the follow on, requiring the second team to bat again immediately. Next point, declaration. Teams may declare their innings closed before being bowled out if they believe that they have scored enough runs and want to have more time to bowl out the opposing team. Next point is wickets and runs. A team scores runs by hitting the ball and running between the wickets. The bowling team aims to take wickets by getting the batsman out through various means, such as bold, caught, LBW, leg before, that is leg before wicket, and more. Next point, fifth day and result. Like if a result is not achieved by the end of the scheduled playing time on the fifth day, the match is declared a draw. Next point is Test Championship. The ICC World Test Championship is a tournament that involves test playing nations competing in a league format. It culminates in a final to determine the best team in the world. So the test match cricket is known for its strategic and patient approach, as teams have the opportunity to recover from challenging situations over an extended period. It also tests players' endurance, skill, and mental resilience. Test cricket also has a very rich history and continues to be highly valued by the players and fans for its unique and traditional qualities. So the next question is, what is one day cricket and how it is played? One day international, that is ODI cricket, is a limited overs format for of the sports that features matches with predetermined number of overs for each team. ODIs are characterized by their shorter duration compared to test matches, making them more dynamic and fast paced. Here is an overview of one day cricket and how it is played. So, the next topic is very interesting, characteristics of ODI, one day international cricket. So, the first point is overs per innings. So, in ODIs, each team is limited to a maximum of 50 overs per innings, and an over consists of 6 legal deliveries bowled by the same bowler. Second point, limited duration. ODIs are typically played within a single day, and each team has a set amount of time to complete its innings. Second point, day and night matches. Some ODIs are played as day and night matches, starting in the afternoon and continuing into the evening under the floodlights. Next point, white clothing and limited overs. Unlike test matches where players wear traditional white clothing, ODIs often feature teams wearing colored clothing. The limited number of overs add urgency to the game. Next point, result possibilities. ODIs can have three possible results: a win for either team or a tie. Unlike test matches, ODI do not end in a draw. So the next topic is how one day internationals are played. Like ODIs are played. So first thing is toss. A coin toss takes place before the match, and the winning captain decides whether he wants to bowl or bat first. Second, next point is batting and bowling. The team that wins the toss chooses whether they want to bat or ball first. The team batting first tries to score as many runs as possible within the allotted 50 overs, while the bowling team aims to take wickets to restrict the batting side score. Third point, change of innings. Once the first inning is completed, the team switches the rule, and with the team that bowled first now ba- starts batting, and vice versa. Next point, declaration and innings closure. Unlike test matches, teams do not declare innings in ODIs. An inning is considered closed either when the maximum overs are bowled or when the team captain decides to declare stop batting. Next point, run scoring. Runs are scored by hitting the ball and running between the wickets. Boundaries such as fours and sixes contribute to the team's total. Next point, wickets and bowling. The bowling team aims to dismiss the batsman through various means such as getting them out, bowled, caught, LBW, that is leg before wicket, or run out. Next point, fielding restrictions. In the initial overs of each innings, power play, fielding restrictions are in place. For example, only a limited number of fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle to encourage aggressive play. Next point is penalties. Bowling bowling teams may incur penalties for slow over rates affecting their future performance. Next point is result. The team scoring the most runs at the end of the allotted over wins the match. If both teams score the same number of runs, the match is declared a tie. The point to be noted, ODIs are known for their exciting and entertaining nature, with teams often adopting aggressive strategies to score quickly or chase down targets. They serve as a crucial format in international cricket, providing a balance between the strategic depth of Test cricket and immediacy of 2020 cricket. So, next question is, what is 2020 cricket and how it is played? So, the answer is simple. 2020 cricket is the shortest and the most fast paced format of the sports, known for its high scoring and entertaining nature. 2020 matches have a maximum of 20 overs per innings, making them shorter than both test matches and one day international ODIs. Here is an overview of 2020 cricket and how it is played. So, the next topic is again related to 2020 characteristics of 2020 cricket. So, the first aspect is overs per innings. So, in 2020 cricket, each team is limited to a maximum of 20 overs per innings. An over consists of 6 legal deliveries bowled by the same bowler. Next point, limited duration. 2020 matches are designed to be completed in a relatively short duration, usually within a few hours. Next point, day-night matches. Like ODIs, 2020 matches are often played as day and night contests, starting in the afternoon and continuing into the evening under the floodlights. Next point, white clothing and colored clothing. 2020 matches feature teams wearing colored clothing, adding a vibrant and modern touch to the game. Next point, result possibilities. 2020 matches can have three possible results: a win for either team or a tie, or if the match ends in a tie, a super over may be played to determine the winner. So, the next topic is how 2020 matches are played. First aspect is toss. A coin toss takes place before the match, and the winning captain decides whether he wants to bat or bowl first. Second point, batting and bowling. The team that wins the toss chooses whether they want to bat or bowl first. The team batting first tries to score as many runs as possible within the allotted 20 overs, while the bowling team takes wicket to limit the batting side score. Next point, change of innings. Once the first inning is completed, the team switch role within the team, with the team that bowled first now starts batting, and vice versa. Next point, point declaration and innings closure. Teams that do not declare innings in 2020 matches. Teams do not declare innings in 2020 matches. An inning is considered closed either when the maximum overs are bowled or when the team captain decides to stop batting. Next point, run scoring. Runs are scored by hitting the ball and running between the wickets. Boundaries such as fours and sixes contribute significantly to the team's total. Next point, wickets and bowling. The bowling team aims to dismiss the batsman through various means such as getting them out, bowled, caught, LBW, that is like before wicket, or run out. Next point, power plays. The initial overs of each innings include power plays during which fielding restrictions are in place. For example, only a limited number of fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle, encouraging aggressive play. Next point, fielding strategy. Teams often adopt aggressive fielding strategies, including attacking field placements and innovative bowling tactics to contain the opposition. Next point, result. The team scoring the most runs at the end of the allotted overs wins the match. If both the teams score the same number of runs, a super over may be played to find out the winner. So, the 2020 cricket is widely popular for its entertainment value, attracting a diverse audience, including those who may not follow longer formats of the game. It has also given rise to domestic 2020 leagues and international tournaments such as the Indian Premier League (IPL) and the ICC 2020 World Cup. So next question is, what is ICC World Cup cricket? So the answer is simple. ICC Cricket World Cup is the premier international championship in men's one day international (ODI). It is organized by the International Cricket Council, the global governing body for cricket. The tournament has a long and prestigious history and serves as the pinnacle of limited overs cricket. Here are the key features and details about the ICC Cricket World Cup. So coming to the key features, first is format. The ICC Cricket World Cup is played in ODI format where each team faces a limited number of overs, usually 50 overs per innings. Second point, participation. The tournament features participation from full member nations of the ICC, which includes major cricket playing countries. So initially the number of participating teams was limited, but the tournament has seen the expansions to include more teams in recent editions. Next point, frequency. The Cricket World Cup is typically held after every 4 years. However, the specific timing and the frequency may vary based on the ICC decisions. Qualification. The teams qualify for the World Cup through a combination of their ICC, ODI ranking and the regional qualification tournaments. Next point, host nations. So different nations are selected to host the World Cup. Host nations are responsible for organizing and hosting the tournament, including providing venues, accommodations and facilities. Next point, trophy. The winning team is awarded the ICC Cricket World Cup trophy, one of the most prestigious prizes in the international cricket. Next topic is tournament structure of World Cup. So the first point is group stage. The tournament typically begins with a group stage where participating teams are divided into groups and each team plays a set number of matches against the others in their group. Second point, knockout stage. Following the group stage, top teams from each group advance to the knockout stage. This usually includes quarterfinals, semi-finals, and a final. Next point, finals. The two best teams from the knockout stage face each other in the final to determine the World Cup champion. So next topic is historical significance. So first point, inaugural tournament. The first ICC Cricket World Cup took place in 1975 in England and the West Indies emerged as the inaugural champions. Second point, notable champion. Over the years, various teams have won the World Cup, including West Indies, India, Australia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and England. Next point, memorable moments. The World Cup has witnessed numerous iconic moments, legendary performances, and unforgettable matches that may have a lasting impact on the history of cricket. Next point, global audience. The Cricket World Cup attracts a global audience and is one of the most watched sporting events worldwide. So the next topic is Women's Cricket World Cup. So in addition to the men's tournament, there is also an ICC Women's Cricket World Cup featuring the top women's teams in ODI cricket. The format and structure are very similar to the men's tournament with group stages, knockout rounds and a final. The ICC Cricket World Cup is a celebration of the highest quality of the international ODI cricket, bringing together the best teams and players from around the world in a quest for glory and the prestigious title of the world champion. So the next question is, what is IPL cricket and how it is played? The Indian Premier League, that is IPL, is a professional 2020 cricket league in India that has gained immense popularity since its inception is in starting in 2008. The IPL is known for its high energy entertaining cricket featuring top international and domestic players. Here is an summary of the IPL and how it is played. So the next topic is characteristics of IPL, that is Indian Premier League, not international. First point, 2020 format. The IPL is played in 2020 format where each team is limited to a maximum of 20 overs per innings. Second point, franchise based terms. The IPL consists of franchise based terms representing different cities or regions. Team ownership is by private and entities including business groups, celebrities, and consortiums. Next point, player auction. Before each season, a player auction is held where each team bids for players from around the world. The players are divided into the categories and the teams have a set budget to build their squads. Next point, international and domestic players. The IPL attracts top international players, making it a global tournament. Teams also feature talented domestic players, providing a platform for emerging cricketing talent. Next point, multinational tournament. While the IPL is based in India, it is a multinational tournament with players from various countries participating. It also has a diverse and cosmopolitan appeal. Next point, league format. The IPL follows a league format where each team plays a set number of matches against the other teams in a round robin style. Team, Teams also earn points based on the match results. Next point, playoffs. The top teams in the IPL standing advance to the playoff, which include qualifier matches, an eliminator, and the final. The winning team of the final is crowned the IPL champion. Next point, home and away matches. Teams play both home and away matches during the league stage, providing fans across the different cities the opportunity to watch them live matches. Next point, home grounds. Each team has a designated home ground and home matches are played at that venue. The atmosphere at the home ground is often electric with passionate fans supporting their teams. Next point, strategic timeouts. Matches include strategic timeouts during which teams and players discuss strategies and tactics. These timeouts add a strategic element to the game. Next point, entertainment. The IPL is not only about cricket but also features various entertainment elements including cheerleaders, music, and fan engagement activities. So, the next topic is success and popularity. So, the first point is global viewership. Viewership. The IPL has a massive global viewership, attracting cricket fans from around the world. It is one of the most watched and commercially successful cricket leagues. Second point, brand endorsements. The IPL has become a platform for brand endorsements with companies investing heavily in sponsorships and advertising during the tournament. Next point, fans engagement. Fan engagement. The IPL has a significant impact on fan engagement with fans actively supporting their favorite teams and players. The league also has a large social media presence. The matches often trend on various platforms. Second, next point, cultural impact. The IPL has also had a cultural impact contributing to the popularization of 2020 cricket and providing a platform for emerging talents. The, the IPL has not only transformed the landscape of Indian and 2020 cricket but also has become a major event in the global cricket calendar, showcasing the best of the sports in an entertaining and competitive format. So next question comes is what is women's cricket and what are opportunities in this cricket for women? So the answer is women's cricket refers to the sports of cricket played by women, mirroring the structure and format of men's cricket. Over the years, women's cricket has seen significant growth and increased visibility and rising popularity. Like men's cricket, women's cricket also includes various formats such as test matches, one of the one day international ODIs, and 2020 matches. Here is a summary of women's cricket and the opportunities it offers. So, the next topic is opportunities in women's cricket. First point, international representation. The women's cricket has its own set of international teams representing different countries. Players have the opportunity to represent their nations in various international competitions, including Women's Cricket World Cup, ICC Women's 2020 World Cup, and the bilateral series. Next point, domestic leagues. Many countries have established domestic women's cricket leagues, providing players with opportunities to compete at high level within their own countries. These leagues contribute to the development of talent and the overall growth of the women's cricket. Next point is international tournaments. Women's cricket also features prestigious international tournaments that draw global attention. The ICC Women's World Cricket World Cup is the pinnacle of 50 over cricket, while the ICC Women's 2020 World Cup showcases the excitement of 2020 format. Next point, professionals contact. In several cricket playing nations, women cricketers are now offered professional contacts. This reflects a positive shift towards recognizing and supporting the professional aspirants of female players. Next point, emerging talent pathways. So, women cricket has also established structured pathway for emerging talent, including age group competitions, academies, and the development programs. This also helps in nurturing or growing young players and preparing them for a higher level of competition. Next point, visibility and media coverage. Visibility of women's cricket has increased significantly thanks to the improved media coverage, broadcasting rights, and streaming services. Major tournaments are now widely accessible to the fans around the world, contributing to the growth of the women's game. Next is inclusion in the multi-format tours. Some bilateral series and the tours feature multi-format structure where teams play test matches, ODIs, 2020 matches within the same series. This approach promotes the development of all aspects of the game. Next point, involvement in the 2020 leagues. 2020 leagues similar to the men's IPL have emerged for women's cricket. For example, the Women's Big Bash League WBBL in Australia and the 100 in England provided additional platforms for players to showcase their skills. Next point, coaching and off-field roles. As women's cricket grows, there are increasing opportunities for women to take on coaching roles, administrative positions, and the other off-field roles within cricket organizations. Next point, global player movement. So the women cricketers now have the opportunity to play in various domestic leagues around the world, allowing them to gain experience, exposure, and enhance their skills by competing against different opponents. So in first point in global player movement comes the community engagement. So women's cricket players often engage in community outreach and grassroots development, inspiring young girls to take up the sports and promoting gender inclusivity in cricket. So overall, the opportunities for women in cricket have expanded significantly, and the sports continues to break new ground in terms of professionalism, recognition, and the global appeal. The growth and success of women's cricket contribute to the overall development and diversity of the cricketing landscape. So next question is how players can prepare for the world level cricket tournaments. So the answer is preparing for world level cricket tournaments requires a holistic approach that covers various aspects of a player's game, fitness, and mental well-being. So here are some key considerations for players looking to prepare for the world level cricket tournaments. First is skill development. So there are 2 points in it. First point is technical skills. Continuously working on refining your batting, bowling, and fielding techniques. Always seek guidance from experienced coaches to identify and rectify your technical flaws or errors. Second point is next point after is this is adaptability. Develop the ability to adapt your game to different formats, test ODI 2020s and playing conditions. So the next point for preparation in preparation is fitness and conditioning. So this requires firstly strength and endurance training. Cricket requires physical fitness and endurance, which also includes strength training, cardio workouts, and agility drills in your fitness routine. And next is injury prevention. Work on injury prevention exercises and rehabilitation to ensure you are physically prepared for the demands of international cricket. Third point is mental conditioning. So, starting with mental toughness, developing mental resilience to handle pressure situations, practice mindfulness and visualization techniques to stay focused and composed during matches, and decision making. Improve your decision making skills both on and off field. This includes tactical decisions during a match and lifestyle decisions off the field. Fourth point is game awareness. So, first is opponent analysis. Study the strengths and weakness of the opposing teams and key players. Understand the game situations and make informed decisions based on the context of the match. So next point is team strategy. Be aware of your team's strategies and plans. Collaborate with teammates to execute team strategies effectively. Fifth point, tournament specific preparation. So here the first point is condition specific training. If the tournament is in a specific region with unique playing conditions, tailor your training to stimulate those conditions. Next, and simulation matches. Practice in match like situations to simulate the pressure and intensity of the tournament matches. Sixth point, adaptability to different formats. First point is 2020 skills. If the tournament includes 2020 matches, focus on owning your or improving your 2020 skills, including innovative shots, variations in bowling, and sharp fielding. Seventh point, consistent performance. So, first is domestic performance. Consistent performance at the domestic level often catch the attention of the selectors. Make your mark in domestic tournaments to earn a spot in the national team. Eighth point, game simulations and scenarios. So net sessions. Engage in purposeful net sessions, simulating different match scenarios. Work on specific aspects of your game and replicate pressure situations. Ninth point, team building. So this includes team bonding. So foster your team bonds, strong up your team bonds. A cohesive team often performs better under pressure. Get engaged in team building activities to strengthen your team. 10th point, consult coaches and mentors. Yeah, next 11th point, rest and recovery, and obviously 12th point, to tournament specific skill focus. Next point, like 13th point is video analysis. 14th point, competition exposure. Next point, the 15th point is positive mindset. 16th point is team discussions and strategy sessions. Next point, that is 17th point, balanced lifestyle. 18th point, travel management, and 19th point, manage expectations, and 20th point, emergency preparedness. So you must note that preparation is a continuous process, and maintaining a growth mindset will contribute to the long term success. Each player's journey is unique, and adaptability to various situations is a valuable trait in international cricket. So next question is, what are levels of cricket tournament in Indian cricket? So the answer is, Indian cricket has a multi-tiered terraced structure with various levels of tournaments, allowing players to progress through the ranks based on their performance. This structure includes both domestic and the age group tournaments. Here are the primary levels of cricket tournaments in Indian cricket. So the next topic is domestic tournaments. So the first point is Ranji Trophy. The Ranji Trophy is the premier first class cricket competition in India. It also involves regional teams representing different states and cricket associations. The tournament has a league format followed by knockout rounds. Second point, Vijay Hazare Trophy. The Vijay Hazare Trophy is the Premier List A one-day cricket competition in India. It also features state teams and is played on a zonal basis followed by knockout rounds. Next point, Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. The Mushtaq Ali Trophy is the premier 2020 competition at the domestic level like the Vijay Hazare Trophy. It also involves the state teams and is also played on a zonal basis followed by the knockout round. Next point, Duleep Trophy. Duleep Trophy is a first class competition played among regional teams. The teams are selected based on performance in the Ranji Trophy and the tournament follows a league and knockout format. Next point, Irani Cup. Irani Cup is an annual first class competition played between the Ranji Trophy champions and the rest of India team. It also serves as a season ending match. Next point, Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy Women's category. The women's edition of Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy is the premier 2020 competition for the women's domestic cricket in India. Next point, Senior Women's One Day League. This is a List A competition for women featuring state teams. Next point, Senior Women's 2020 League. This is a 2020 competition for women played among state teams. Next topic is age group tournaments. So the first point is Colonel C.K. Naidu Trophy. So the Colonel C.K. Naidu Trophy is the premier first class competition for under 23 cricketers in India. Next point, Cooch Behar Trophy. The Cooch Behar Trophy is a first class competition for under 19 cricketers and it is an important platform for young talent. Next point, Vijay Merchant Trophy. Vijay Merchant Trophy is List A competition for under 16 cricketers. Next point, Vinu Mankad Trophy. Vinu Mankad Trophy is a List A competition for under 19 cricketers. 2020 Zonal League under 19. This is a 2020 competition for under 19 cricketers organized on a zonal basis. Next point, BCCI Women's 2020 Challenger Trophy. This is a 2020 competitions for women's domestic cricket featuring India A, India B and India C teams. So the next topic is Indian Premier League. Starting first point, while not a traditional part of domestic structure, Indian Premier League IPL is a high profile 2020 league featuring franchise based teams. It provides a platform for Indian and international players to showcase their 2020 skills. These tournaments collectively form a comprehensive structure that allows cricketers to progress from age group cricket to the highest level of domestic cricket. Outstanding performances in these tournaments can lead to selection in the Indian national team and provide a pathway to the international cricket. So next question is how training should be done to become a top cricket player of the world. So answer is becoming a top cricket player in the world requires a combination of skill development, physical fitness, mental toughness and strategic planning. Here is a comprehensive guide on how training should be done or approached to reach the pinnacle of the sports. So the first point is master the basics. Batting, bowling and fielding. Develop a strong foundation in the fundamental skills of batting, bowling and fielding. Work on your techniques under the guidance of the experienced coaches. Second point, specialization and all-round skills. Specialization means identifying your primary role as a batsman, bowler or all-rounder. Specializing in one area while maintaining the competence in other is crucial. All round skills. If you are an all rounder, focus on developing both batting and bowling skills. Work on balance to excel in both departments. Third point, technical training. So first first aspect includes batting technique. Practice different shots, footwork and shot selection. Work on playing against different types of deliveries. Next point is next technique is bowling technique. Hone your d- groom your bowling action variations and accuracy. Work on maintaining a consistent line and length. Next technique is fielding skills. Improve agility, reflexes and throwing accuracy. Work on diving catches, ground fielding and catching under pressure. Fourth point is fitness and conditioning. So here the first aspect of this is strength training. This strength training includes the strength training exercises to build muscle power. Also focus on core strength for stability. Next point is cardiovascular training conditioning. Enhance endurance through running, cycling and other cardiovascular exercises. Next point is agility and speed training. Develop agility and speed through drills and exercises to enhance on-field movements. Fifth point is mental toughness. So here first point includes mental resilience. Train your mind to handle pressure situations. Practice mindfulness, visualization and concentration techniques. Then decision making comes. So enhance your decision making skills during the high pressure moments. Sixth point is game awareness. Study opponents. So analyze the strength and weakness of your opponent, understand the game situations and adapt a different strategies accordingly. And the next is team strategy. Understand your team's games plan and your role within it. Seventh point is match simulations. First point here is net sessions. Simulate match scenarios during the net sessions. Practice specific scenarios or situations like death overs, power plays, and tight chases. Intra squad matches. Organize intra squad matches to replicate real match situations. 8 point fitness periodization. So periodization is like implementing a periodization plan for your fitness training. Align fitness peaks with crucial periods of the cricket season. Ninth point, seek professional coaching. So first point is coaching support. Work with the experienced coaches who can provide personalized guidance and identify areas for improvement. And next next point is skill specified coaches. Consider specialized coaches for specific skills such as a batting coach or a bowling coach or the fitness trainer. 10th point, technology in training. 11th point, strength in weakness. 12th point, injury prevention and rehabilitation. 13th point, balanced lifestyle. 14th point, competing at various levels. 15th point, team building. Next 16th point, continuous learning. 17th point, professionalism. 18th point, networking. 19th point, stay updated on the cricket trends. The next and the last point, 20th point, set realistic goals. Becoming a top cricket player requires continuous improvement, dedication, and a passion for the game. It is a journey that involves both physical and mental aspects, and the ability to evolve and also learn from the experiences is crucial. So, who are next question arises is who are the best players in the world today? So, first topic here is batsman. So, at number one, Virat Kohli from India. He is known for his consistency and ability to chase down targets in ODIs and 2020s. Next batsman is Joe Root from England. He is an accomplished Test batsman and the captain of the England Test team. So the next batsman is Steve Smith from Australia, who is also renowned for his exceptional Test batting and versatility in all formats. So So the next batsman is Kane Williamson from New Zealand. New Zealand. He's also New Zealand captain and a top order batsman. He's also known for his calm demeanor and his excellent technique. So the next category is bowlers. So the first bowler, top bowler is from Australia. He's Pat Cummins. So Pat Cummins is regarded as one of the premier fast bowlers. Cummins is also known for his pace, accuracy, and his ability to take wickets consistently. Next bowler is Kagiso Rabada from South Africa. He's a fast bowler with a lethal combination of speed and skill, excelling in all formats. Next bowler after this is Ravi Chandran Ashwin from India. He is a top class off spin bowler known for his exceptional performances in Test cricket. Next bowler is Trent Bolt from New Zealand. He is a left arm swing bowler. Bolt also has been a key figure in New Zealand's pace attack. Third category is all rounders. So first player in all rounder category is Ben Stokes from England. So Ben Stokes is a dynamic all rounder known for his aggressive batting and ability to contribute with both bat and ball. Second second all rounder. So he's Ravindra Jadeja from India. He's an effective left arm spinner and a valuable lower order batsman known for his all round contributions. Next, third all rounder is Shakib Al Hassan from Bangladesh. He is a versatile all rounder with a strong batting and a bowling record contributing across formats. So the fourth category is wicket keeper. So the first so the wicket keeper who is standing at the first position is Josh Butler from England. He is known for his explosive batting in limited overs cricket and reliable wicket keeping skills. Second wicketkeeper after him is Rishabh Pant from India, who is also emerging as a key player. Rishabh Pant is also known for his aggressive batting and improved wicket keeping. Please always you have to see that player form and ranking can change based on the recent performance. Additionally, there have been new players who have risen to the prominence since the last update. It is also recommended to check the latest cricket rankings and news for the most up to date information on the best players in the world.